Aria 412's Firecracker Picnic, that's our theme for today, is ready to pop. Maybe to popera. I don't know, you tell me. I'm too glad to be back to quibble. Tonight, we have for you a perfectly combustible blend of familiar friends and new talent to brighten the night skies, use your imagination, of summer. Get ready for a panoply of performing pyrotechnics. It's a controlled operatic explosion of arias and more, where the music's an offer you can't refuse. Get it? Fuse, refuse. Thank you, thank you. And the jokes are free. Remember, the jokes are free.
And even that's expensive.
Yeah, it's just costly. I mean, if time is valuable. Oh, wow. And the heckling begins. Tonight's show features fireworks, emotional, patriotic, physical, metaphysical, or otherwise. And here to light you up is a fantastic slate of singers and performers. So put your hands together for, in alphabetical order, William Andrews, Emily Gallagher, Savannah Simeone, Royce Strider, who you sound like a Star Wars character. I'm like Luke Skywalker, meet Royce Strider. Katy Williams, Rich Williams, Jenna Ziccardi, along with razor sharp accompanist Walter Moray Morales, and Matt Sexy Fingers Gillespie. Give him a wiggle. Give him a taste. That's right. That's what you pay for right there. That's an extra $10 in the hat. Our co-founders and brain trust are, as always, Kelly Lynch and Desiree Soteres. I have nicknames for her, but I'm not allowed to say them in public. And tonight, for the first time, I'd like to announce a new critical member of our Aria 412 leadership team, Eric Kochanowski. Stand up, Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first director. We haven't really decided on a title, but we just make this shit up. Of development. We're so excited to have him on board and to help him, he'll help us go to the next level of growth. Eric, thank you so much for your help. We're all going to be like, on an island on a yacht or something next year, I have no doubt, doing our concerts. And before we get too far along, let's also put our hands together for our lovely hosts this evening, Paul Badfinger and Mona Lisa Shea. No, other hand, Paul, other hand. Mona Lisa Shea, because she, like her home and backyard, are so very picturesque. I am your punk MC, Kip Soteres, tonight dressed as Uncle Sambrose Bierce. Sambrose Bierce. Devil's Dictionary. Yeah? Some of you are with me, and the rest of you just fake it. It's okay. I'm used to that. That happens with all my jokes. Because the devil is in the dictionary, and I'm feeling a little spicy tonight, so get ready. What's my definition of an MC? A person who can't sing, can't dance, and isn't funny, who is constantly reminding you of things that you probably already know. If the jacket fits, wear it. So without any more ado, I think it's time to punctuate these proceedings with an actual song that's a real blast. My favorite French singer ensemble sings for us Firework from Katy Perry's third studio album, Teenage Dream, from 2010. My definition of a teenager: the name given to a type of extended headache experienced by parents on a roughly 12-year fuse from the birth of any given child. Duration, variable. Perhaps it is, as Miss Perry says in the song, after the hurricane comes a rainbow, but I sincerely doubt it. What'd you think of that little guy in the back? I told you you'd get some rock. What'd you think? Did you like it? It was pretty good, huh? It's not like opera. That stuff stinks. It's all right. Both his parents are dancers, so this guy's going to be a lady killer and an amazing dancer. So there you go. Two things that I will never be, nor ever was. So wasn't that a surprise? Now, wasn't that an amazing arrangement of a song you wouldn't expect it, right? So one of the things, thank you. One of the things Aria 412 tries hard to do is to make things accessible, to make it fun. We use venues like this. We impinge on the incredible hospitality of various hosts and get into their backyards and enjoy ourselves all together. We try and offer a range of music and a range of different singers putting that forward. So we hope you enjoy it. It's a core part of our mission and what we do. That was a big kaboom. So Firecracker Picnic, I think we're on theme, right? So, isn't it great to be all together again with live music and nothing between us but grass, huh? Let's take a deep breath. Enjoy this fresh air out here and all that. Isn't it great? Yes, Susie. It's great to see you. I know. Yeah, it's great to see all you guys. So next up, we've got Rich Big Tuna Williams singing Thou Shalt Break Them from Part 2 of George Frederick Handel's Messiah. In fact, this song is the run-up to the famous Hallelujah Chorus. 1741 is the date of composition. It debuted in Dublin, Ireland, of all places, on April 13th, 1742. Actually, a Friday the 13th. That really wasn't a thing back then. We made it up later because apparently we needed more anxiety in our lives going into the 20th century. Anyway, Thou shalt break them reminds me of pronouns. Mine are he, him, his. And for those of you who think that this is a modern phenomenon, we shall remind you first of the royal we, and secondly, we shall give you an Ambrose Bierce definition of me. Me, pronoun, the objectionable case of I. The personal pronoun in English has three cases: the dominative, the objectionable, and the oppressive. Rich, seriously, try not to break anything, please. We need to get invited back here next year, okay?
Break them, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Thou shalt break them. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel, like a potter's vessel. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
That was Rod Stewart's nickname in high school, Rod of Iron. Rich, you are a wonder, my friend. Thanks again for that amazing performance. How about one more big round of applause for the big tuna? And next up, we've got Jenna Ziccardi singing, Jenna, Chacun, Le Freak. No. Chacun, sait, Chacun dit. Ho, 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 ho. Maria, how'd I do? You do it again. Do it again. You do it. That's what I said, man. Jacques Louis. Jacques Louis. You basically have to like lose all musculature in your lips. I liked Chaka Khan better. I actually practiced. I'm crying on the inside. But it's okay. It means everyone knows it. Everyone says it. It's from the daughter of the regiment. Come on over here, Jenna. Yeah, she hides from me because she's scared I'm going to ask her a question. It's from the daughter of the regiment by Gaetano Donizetti. Did I say that right? Sort of.
That's good.
It goes much easier if you just agree with me.
Say yes.
Donizetti sounds like one of the disreputable uncles of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to me. In any case, here Jenna channels Canteen Girl Marie, I can say Marie, singing the regimental song to the delight of her soldier brethren.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Chacun le sait, chacun le dit, le régiment par excellence, le seul à qui l'on fasse crédit dans tous les cabarets de France, le régiment en tout pays, le froid des amants des maris, mais de la beauté bien suprême. Il est là, il est là, il est là, morbleu, le voilà, le voilà, le voilà, corbleu, il est là, le voilà, le beau 21e, le beau 21e. Il a gagné tant de combats que notre parole pense, fera chacun de ses soldats à la paix maréchal de France, car c'est connu le régiment le plus aimé, le plus charmant. Quand s'exécra et que l'autre il est là, il est là, il est là, morbleu, le voilà, le voilà, le voilà, corbleu, il est là, le beau 21e, le beau 21e. Vive le 21e.
There by the devil. That's what she sings. The 21st Regiment, loved by one sex and feared by the other. It's a lovely, lovely rendition. What do you think, Ken? Yeah, pretty cool. Marg, what'd you think? Yeah, thumbs up. Outstanding. So, Jenna, thank you again for that rousing song of martial passions. Bierce's Devil's Dictionary defines opera as a play representing life in another world whose inhabitants have no speech but song, no motions but gestures, and no postures but attitudes. But what does that asshole know? Here, first time Aria 412 performer Savannah Simeone treats us to another Handel song, Svegliatevi. Did I say that right? No. Marie, I can't even look at you. It's killing me. Svegliatevi. From Julius Caesar. It's a trouser roll for the character of Sesto. I know I said that right. Sesto, who sings it to assure his mother that he will avenge the death of his father Pompey. Talk about fireworks. It was composed in 1724. Nothing much else happened that year. By the way, Svegliatevi, I'm pretty sure means awaken. So old dudes, don't drift off. I'm looking at you, Peter.
I'm awake.
I know. Not that that's a risk when Savannah sings. I'm just checking all the boxes, all right? So taking care. Savannah, you ready? I'm ready. All right, come and do it.
Svegliatevi Svegliatevi nel cuore, fuori d'un'ama offesa, affodo traditor, aspra vendetta. Svegliatevi, svegliatevi, svegliatevi nel cuore, fuori d'un'ama offesa. Svegliatevi nel cuore, fuori d'un'ama offesa, affodo un traditor, aspra vendetta. Affodo un traditor, affodo un traditor, aspra vendetta. L'ombra del genitore accorre a mia difesa e dice a te rigor feo si aspetta. L'ombra del genitore accorre a mia difesa e dice a te rigor feo, feo si aspetta. A te rigor feo si aspetta. Svegliatevi nel cuore, fuori dall'ama offesa, affodo traditor, aspra vendetta. Svegliatevi, svegliatevi nel cuore, fuori d'un'ama offesa, affodo traditor, aspra vendetta. Svegliatevi, svegliatevi, svegliatevi nel cuore, fuori d'un'ama offesa. Svegliatevi nel cuore, fuori d'un'ama offesa, affodo un traditor, aspra vendetta. Affodo un traditor, affodo un traditor, aspra vendetta.
Savannah's one of our Aria 412 first timers. So one of the things, yeah, be pleased, yes. That's another thing we pride ourselves on. We've got singers from across their careers at all different levels of experience, and by bringing young people in, you get to hear this amazing stuff, right, from the next generation of brilliant opera singers. Isn't that great? Yeah. So while you're on mic and on being recorded, are you going to come back and sing with us again?
Absolutely.
All right, good. That's contractual. Yes.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, are you kidding?
Everybody, thank you.
When you sing like that, you don't have to worry about a thing. It's all good. We just keep you coming back. Fantastic. Oh, thank you. All right. One more big round of applause, huh? Wasn't that amazing? I know, crazy. crazy how much talent there is here in Pittsburgh, and not a lot of venues for them to sing major roles, major parts, major songs, especially for the young people to sort of work that repertoire and build that out so they can go out there and get those internships and get those other opportunities. This is a major platform for that. We're really proud of that and proud of these young talents and what they're able to do, not just with us, but what they go on to do. So you ready for another definition of opera? There's only one answer. It's yes. I'm going to give it to you anyway, so you might as well just humor me. Yeah, good. Yes. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, all right. The heckler. So this one's from Robert Benchley. Opera is when a guy gets stabbed in the back and instead of bleeding, he sings. I don't think anyone's going to bleed. So far as we know, when William Andrews steps up to sing Pollione's Aria from Vincenzo Bellini's Norma.
Perfect.
Thank you, Walter.
Perfect.
Yeah, well, even a blind squirrel will find an acorn. This opera, which debuted on December 26, 1831, is regarded as a leading example of the bel canto genre. On opening night, the opera was received with chill indifference. Bellini wrote, "Fiasco, fiasco, solemn fiasco." Among the external reasons for this, Bellini cited the adverse reaction caused by hostile factions in the audience. Can you imagine? Opera was so important back then that there were factions in the audience sabotaging other people's operas, right? This one was led by the mistress of composer Giovanni Pacini. Damn you, Al Pacini, and your clever stratagems. But to return to William, because it is about William. He's singing Pollione, who loved Norma but left her for a younger Druidic priestess. I think her name is Anesthesia or something like that. I can't really pronounce it. Now, Pollione, who is not having a midlife crisis, buys a convertible and then sings of a dream that forebodes troubles for everyone. Spoiler alert, there are bonfires on the horizon. It's sort of at the level of intensity approximating the end of The Hangover. Come on over, William. After that setup, you are set to go, my friend. Oh, and accompanied this time by Walter More Morales.
e protegge mi fende io poter maggior di loro ed passiedi le che adoro ed l'amor che mi fiammo di quel Dio che me contende quella Vergine celeste e non le vie foreste l'empiotare abbatterò l'empiotare abbatterò Aria Baria
Pick this one.
Oh, Walter and I decided to communicate on that and
Got to try it and do it.
try it and do it.
It's a rock and roll aria for a rock star tenor.
For a rock star tenor. Apparently, Kelly was telling me like at one point there's a gong, which I wish
Yeah,
I'd
there
known.
is.
We should have had a gong next time. Do a gong the next time. So fantastic! One more round of applause for William Andrews. Do it for Rome. Do it for Pompeii. And speaking of volcanoes of passion and talent, Kelly Lynch is up next with Una voce poco fa from Gioachino. Okay. Gioachino Rossini's Barber of Seville. Oh, Dorit, it gets better. Just drink more. Una voce poco fa should by no means be confused with the band Poco. For example, the Barber of Seville has Figaro. Poco is merely the final death rattle of the band Buffalo Springfield and is largely to blame for the most saccharine incarnations of country rock. So you can see these things are quite different. However, Poco and the Barber of Seville do have one thing in common. The premiere of the Barber of Seville in Rome 1816 was a disaster. Another disaster. I love these great operas that were just completely blown up, right? So the audience hissed and jeered throughout the entire opera, and several on-stage accidents occurred. Furthermore, one of Rossini's rivals, the veteran Don Henley, who was with the Eagles, played on mob mentality to provoke the rest of the audience to dislike the opera. I knew I hated the Eagles. Sorry, David. After a terrible debut, the Barber of Seville got better. Poco did not. So Poco is bad. Is it too soon for Poco jokes? It may be. It may be too soon. But it is never too soon for a Kelly Lynch aria. So please clap loudly so that she can get on and I can get off. Come on, Kelly.
Una voce poco fa qui nel cor mi risuonò. Il mio cor ferito è già e l'induro fu che pianò. Sì, l'induro mio sarà, lo giurai, la vincerò. Sì, l'induro mio sarà, lo giurai, la vincerò. Il tutto ricoserò, l'ingegno aguzzerò, alla fin s'acchitterò, e contenta il re resterò. Sì, l'indoro mio sarà. Lo giurai. La vincerò. Sì, l'indor mio sarà. Lo giurai. La vincerò. La io sono dolce, sono rispettosa, sono obbediente, dolce e amorosa. Mi lascio reggere, mi fo guidar, mi fo guidar. Ma se mi toccano del mio debole, sarò una vivera, sarò. E 100 trappole prima di cedere, farò giocar. E 100 trappole prima di cedere, farò giocar. E 100 trappole prima di cedere, e 100 trappole farò giocar. Io sono dolce, sono obbediente, mi lascio reggere, mi fo guidare. Ma se mi toccano dove il mio debole, sarò una vivera, sarò. E 100 trappole prima di cedere, farò e 100 trappole prima di cedere, farò giocare. E 100 trappole prima di cedere, e 100 trappole farò giocare. E 100 trappole farò giocare, e 100 trappole farò giocare.
You guys can do better than that. One more big round of applause for Kelly Lynch. That is one half of the Aria 412 Brain Trust. Kelly is so deeply engaged in making sure we get the right songs, and she's just an encyclopedia of musical knowledge and makes these shows thematically really go. So, and of course, an amazing performer in her own right. And with Walter there on accompaniment, just the perfect husband-wife couple. Fantastic. We could not keep going without their help. So let's see. And now we've got another performer to join the Aria 412 family for the first time, Emily Gallagher. Ah, there she is. Who has elected emotional fireworks in her song selection of It's My Wedding by Jonathan Dove from The Enchanted Pig, which debuted in 2006 and features a pig who is really and secretly a king in a drugged stupor. At last, a role I feel I could fully inhabit. In a Jack Nicholson kind of way, right? Just be yourself. At this point in the musical, Adelaide, the evil witch's horribly spoiled daughter, is preparing for her wedding to the Pig King. Only a few more details to attend to, and she will be ready for the ceremony. Do I have that right?
Exactly.
Take it away.
Do you call this a tiara? I want a proper tiara, not this thing. I had more sparkle from beads on an old bit of string. I want shine, I want bling. And the veil, where's the veil? The design was so fine that 4 of the nuns who were making it found they'd gone blind. Do I look like I mind if some nuns have gone blind? The whole bleeding convent can drop down dead, just so long as that veil is on top of my head by tonight. All right. And the swan, where's it gone? The 16-foot swan that I'm sitting on as I'm pulled up the aisle by those dwarves. God, those dwarves! Send them back. I said all along, I want dwarves that are strong, and those dwarves can't lift up my train. Send them all back again, and get out and hustle some mischief with muscle. And the doves that are being released, when I stand in front of the priest and say I do, they want to shoot them all. They're too small. Maybe it's me, but I like a dove you can see. Is it really too much to ask? Have I set some impossible task? I just want some sparkle, I want things to shine. Oh, it's my wedding, my wedding. It's like some awful conspiracy. Why don't you get it? Why can't you see? It's my wedding, so who's it about? It's my wedding, I don't want to shout. It's my wedding, so it's all about me. Now get out! And don't come back until everything is perfect.
Another first time, or how'd you do? All right, I think that's fairly clear. You did wonderfully, Emily. Thank you. It was lovely. We'll have you back soon. Okay, absolutely. You're on tape, so it's the same as signing a contract. Trust me on that. So, again, fantastic, right? One more big round of applause for Emily Gallagher. Along with Savannah, we hope we see them in the months to come and over again until they get too big for us, and then they'll go off to New York and get famous and maybe just cut us a check instead of coming to sing. That works fine. And now, from pigs and white meat, we turn, like so many Rocky Mountain oysters, to loosely sea-related equivalents. Le Poisson comes from The Little Mermaid, which is the Disney adaptation of a fairy tale based on the Rusalka. What is a Rusalka? You're supposed to ask me. I got all day. Yes. A Rusalka is a Ukrainian fairy spirit that has the power to hack into Facebook and plant stories to influence elections around the world, at least until she gets banned from mainstream social media channels. Wow, so prescient. Anyway, the Little Mermaid is actually a honey trap water sprite who falls in love with the prince, who will only offer her military protection if she agrees to investigate his political rivals, Joe Salmon and Kamala Seabass. I'm a bad person. This being Slavic mythology and entirely fictional, their love naturally leads to her becoming a spirit of death who lives in a lake and emerges only to lure proud boys to their doom. We should all be so lucky. Anyway, at this point in the story, the French chef, on a fairly unrelated note, I admit, played by Royce, is intent upon slaughtering seafood at scales approximating a red lobster during post-church Sunday lunch rush. Ho, 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 ha, ha, ha. Take it away, Royce. You're up, buddy.
Les poissons, how I love les poissons, love to trap and to serve little fish. First I cut off their heads and I pull out their bones. Ah mais oui, ça c'est toujours délice. Les poissons, hee hee hee, ho ho ho. With a cleaver I hack them in two. I pull out what's inside and I serve it up fried. But I love little fishies, don't you? Here's something for tempting the palate, prepared in the classic technique. First you pound the fish flat with a mallet. Then you slash through the skin, give the belly a slice, then you rub some salt in. Yes, rub the salt. 'Cause that makes it taste nice. Zut alors, I have missed one. Shh. Sacre bleu, what is this? How on earth could I miss such a sweet little succulent crab? Quel dommage! What a loss! You belong in the sauce with some flour, I think, just a dab. Then I'll stuff you with bread. It won't hurt, you'll be dead, and you'll surely be lucky you are. 'Cause it's gonna be hot, ooh la la la, in my big copper pot. Toodaloo, mon poisson, au revoir.
Although you have sung with us before, it's always been like COVID on video. So come back, tell us what it's like to sing live again. Is this your first live singing? Have you been,
Yeah.
What's it like?
It's really...
Danny over there, he loves you.
Shucks. No, this is everything I've done in the past, 18 months has been recorded projects. So this is really, really a treat. This is really a treat. It's such a beautiful venue to have it. Thank you so, so much.
Well, you were fantastic. Thank you. You may recognize Royce from one of our videos where his wife comes after him with a rolling pin. That one will always stay with me. And now, one of my other favorite live wires, the inimitable Katy Williams, will sing. Where are you, Katy? We'll be singing Your Kiss Is On My List by Hall & Oates. It comes from the 1980 smash album Voices and... No?
No, that's not it. And by the way, my parents are FaceTiming, so hi, Mom and Dad.
Hey, Mom and Dad. Woo! All right, so you're not doing that. What about Kiss on My Franz list?
Oh,
No, not doing that one either.
not quite.
Well, then, I suppose you'll just have to fall back to that old Luigi Arditi
The old one.
chestnut
Yeah.
Il Bacio.
Il bacio.
Arditi is our first and only composer of the night who was actually alive, adult, and active during the storming of the Bastille. Although he himself was in England and missed the insurrection, sorry, the normal tourist visit from peaceful patriots with pitchforks.
What's happening?
Neither do I. Let's reset. We were talking about kisses, right?
Yes, let's get back to Italian.
Here, Katy channels the composer Arditi, who is dwelling on planting that big Italian mustache below the nose of Marietta Piccolomini,
Oh, that's good.
famous at the time for her role as Violetta in Verdi's Traviata, to whom this song is dedicated. It was dedicated to her.
Yeah. It was actually a part of an opera, and then it got cut, so it didn't make the cut into an opera. It's just an aside.
The mustache got in the way.
That must have been.
It was a big mustache. Take it away, Katy.
Sulle labbra che potessi dolce un bacio ti darei, dolce un bacio ti darei. Tutte di dolcezze dell'amor, a tutte di dolcezze dell'amor. Sempre Aziza, che potessi mille gauti, ti direi mille gauti ti darei. Ed i palpiti che rispondono al mio cuore, ed i palpiti che rispondono al mio cuore, geme e pelle non no,
me now, your next operatic engagement is very nearby. You're going to be in The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat?
Yes.
And where are you going?
I'm going to Steamboat Springs, Colorado in 2 days. So I'll be there doing that with Steamboat Opera.
So if anyone's thinking of like summer vacation opportunities, right? Two weeks in Steamboat Springs?
Yeah, join me in the hot springs because that's where I'm going to be most days. So.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thank you, Katy.
thank you.
All right, outstanding. Lovely. Well, it's time for my own Il Bacio, sweetheart. Desiree. We'll be singing Glitter and Be Gay from Leonard Bernstein's Candide, based on Voltaire's 1759 novel of the same name. The operetta was first performed in 1956 with a libretto by Lillian Hellman. The primary lyricist was the badass poet Richard Wilbur, who was once more nice than he needed to be after reading a few of my poems. Yeah, I knew Richard Wilbur, and he talked to me once. I would say that he knew me. Other badasses involved in this opera include freaking Dorothy Parker, Stephen Sondheim, and Hershey K, to name just a few. Desiree will be singing this song as Cunegonde, young Candide's love interest, who has fallen on hard times. The role was originally done by Barbara Cook, who shortly thereafter won a Tony for playing the female lead Marion Peru in The Music Man. Here, Desiree will show her noble stuff by being bright and cheerful. Hang on to your pitchforks, people.
Compensate for my fallen state, purchased as they were at such an awful cost. Bracelets, lavaliers, can they dry my tears? Can they blind my eyes to shame? Can the brightest brooch shield me from reproach? Can the purest diamond purify my name? And yet, of course, these trinkets are endearing. I'm also glad my sapphire is a star. I rather like a 20-carat earring. If I'm not pure, at least my jewels are. Enough. I'll take their diamond necklace and show my noble stuff by being guilt reckless. Observe how bravely I conceal this dreadful shame I feel.
So that's just what I get when I leave the toilet seat up. Then there's the real trouble, which you'll never see.
Okay, I'm gonna take my
You're going to run away now.
I'm running away.
Ah, Desiree. My wife, my lover. I only hope we'll be doing some candid canoodling in the near future. If you think that's inappropriate, Desiree's backup song choice for the evening was Touch of Venus. So be grateful you don't have to listen to Touching Venus jokes. Oh, but you just did. Oh, well. Oh, no. They brought in the muscle. Shit. Moving along. Rich and Katy are back with A Wink and a Smile, sung by Harry Connick Jr. on the Sleepless in Seattle soundtrack. Sleepless was a 1993 rom-com vehicle featuring Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. People like Rob Reiner, Rosie O'Donnell, and Gabby Hoffman stroll through occasionally and generally have normal sleep cycles. Rich and Katy will be interrupting any unwanted sleep cycles here with one of their patented high-energy and always fun duets.
Yes, that is us.
Bring it!
Yeah, I know, you over here. 27 years of marriage, and we still have to ask each other which way we want to stand. It's okay.
I remember the days of just keeping time, of hanging around in sleepy towns forever. Back roads and go slow. It's only green lights and all right. Let's go together, like a wink and a smile.
Now my life is music.
Such a simple song. Sing it again, the notes never end. This is where I belong.
Just the sound of your voice.
The light in your eyes. We're so far away from yesterday together, with a wink and a smile. We go together, like a wink and a smile.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rich and Katy Williams. They just met tonight. Amazing. Kismet. So people have asked, if you want to donate, you can write a check to Fractured Atlas. You can put a little money in the basket. It's not expected. It's not required, but we love it. We pay our singers. It all goes to them to help support them for being the amazing performers that they are. We'd love to do that. If you want to be on our mailing list and you're not there already, please also make sure you go to the YouTube channel. We're going to be, Desiree and Kelly will be interviewing Marianne Cornetti with the Pittsburgh Festival Opera for their next Up Close and Personal interview, or what do I call it? Like the talk show kind of thing going on YouTube. So if you go Aria 412 Pittsburgh, you just go to our channel and you'll see Up Close and Personal. The most recent one was with our own Eric Kochanowski, who turned in something like 11 million views or something like that. I'm Greek, but no one's counting. 412, that's appropriate. 11,000 views for Up Close and Personal. So we'd like to keep that going. That only happens if you guys watch, and not just you watch, but that you share and bring other people into it. So the more we do that, the more we promote our local audiences, and that's what I think we're all about. You wouldn't be here tonight if you weren't fans of that and supportive of that mission. So basket there. Go to the website, check out the concert. You can rewatch this. If the jokes were so funny, you want to make sure you get them all. Or, hypothetically, if you wanted to skip the jokes and just go to the songs. Not that anyone here would want to. Yeah, okay, yeah. Please, everyone, yeah, don't be shy. I can take it. I'm only crying on the inside. Oh, we closed tonight's concert with everyone's favorite musical misanthrope, Stephen Sondheim. An ensemble piece from A Little Night Music. This is the musical that brought us Send in the Clowns, which I believe is the new and official campaign strategy for the Republican Party. Try not to think about it, and if it makes you mad, we can also say that the Democratic Party's new strategy is probably something along the lines of Maroon 5's Beautiful Mistakes. Nobody's winning. Don't get mad, just give. Give money. The song is A Weekend in the Country, and I've spent a long time trying to figure out what the hell it's about so that I can explain it to you here. And it's just not going to happen. It happens in Sweden, I know this. There's a Desiree in it, which is always good. It follows those little Sondheimian nuggets of optimism and joy we've all come to cherish. Little songs like Every Day a Little Death and My Husband the Pig. But really, this song, thank you, David. It only takes one. I know, it's not on purpose and you're trying to stop, but it's too late. You feed me, you complete me, David. You're the wings beneath my jokes, or something like that. Anyway, so this song truly is a little firecracker on its own. If I'd heard it before, I didn't remember it. When I heard them rehearsing it, I was blown away. I mean, it's really beautiful, so I'm super excited for you to hear it. It's the last song of the night. I'm going to come back, we'll close out, and we'll be done. So hang in there, little one. You can dance if you want, buddy. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your cares behind. All right, come on, Ensemble! How about it? Was that pretty cool? How'd we do tonight? Yeah? All right. You my peeps. Once again, we are Aria 412, and thanks for joining us this evening for this bouquet of sound explosions, this cascade of bright talent. Put your hands together one more time for our performers, William Andrews, Emily Gallagher, Savannah Simeone, Royce Ryder, Katy Williams, Rich Williams, Jenna Ziccardi, Walter More Morales, Matteo Gillespie, co-founders in Aria 412 Brain Trust, Kelly Lynch, and Desiree Soteres, Eric Kochanowski, and me, your Emcee, Kip Soteres. Many thanks for your support and all you do to make this La Cosa Nostra Fan Tutti possible. La Cosa Nostra Fan Tutti. Pretty good, actually. Yeah, I admit you have to think about it, but think about that, right? It's got mafia going, it's got opera going, it's got... Come on, Dan. Throw me a bone. There we go. There we go. It's a tough crowd, but we broke through. Winning. Look at that. See that, David? Sweet. Inside joke. He knows what that means. We continue to grow thanks to you. Bring your friends. Please share on social media. If we make it to the Best of Pittsburgh list, and we're nominated like every day for like 100 years, so hopefully we do make it, then go on there and vote for us.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you, Megan.
I hope everybody's been voting too.
Yeah. That would be a real surprise. I wouldn't know what was coming if we actually won one of those things. So, yeah, reach out. Think of us for Best of Pittsburgh. And while you're at it, as I mentioned before, check out the YouTube channel and our Facebook page. We got more big news coming. We've got Dialo for opera. We've got Little Magnets. Don't ask. We've got independent films. We got librettos. We've got our own operas in motion, one of which is being composed by a person who will remain nameless, but whose name rhymes with Matt Gillespie. And more. And more. So lots of fun coming, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Please help yourself, get some water, stay hydrated, and be careful going home.